What is up, everybody? It is Monday, and in this household, everybody knows that means it is time for Absolute Cinema Peak Golden Kamuy. We are here to continue our watch through of the fifth season. We're on episode 5 of the season, episode 54 overall. I don't know what the episode title is. I forgot. Last episode was Founding a Homeland, something along those lines. It was pretty much about Botaro signing off. He tried to betray Sugimoto and the rest of them and make off with the gold and Asiripa by himself, but it was just a fiasco for him. He got shot like 50 times. He got his ear cut off. He got slashed, and a bunch of stuff. So, R.I.P. Botaro. It was a pretty sad departure, but we are moving on. And the episode ended on the pretty dramatic note of Sugimoto failing to retrieve Asiripa from the 7th Division. Kikuta and Sugimoto's relationship was hinted at, and hopefully we find out more about that. It's a very exciting note. And there is one thing I wanted to discuss, touch back on, is I was initially suspicious that Asiripa wasn't on the engine that TSURUMI and Kikuta were on, but then at the end of the episode, they showed like a shot of her inside her little her burlap sack that they shoved her in or whatever. And that, I think that kind of tricked me into thinking that she was with them. But on rewatch, I think there was very intention that they showed a shot of just the inside of it, so you couldn't tell where she actually is. So I'm actually going to go back and change it back to my original stance that she's actually with, I think, Tsukishima's group that was just intercepted by Sophia. So my theory is that Asiripa is actually with Sophia, and this is actually good in my opinion, because something we also talked about in the last reaction was that I was kind of critiquing that they were going about the trope where, kind of like the damsel in distress trope, where Asiripa is in the hands of the 7th Division again. They split up the main characters and we got to go save her. But if she's actually with Sophia, that makes it much more interesting and refreshing, because Sophia isn't necessarily a straight up antagonist to her, and Asiripa can probably talk to her, come upon some compromise, and she doesn't have to be saved. That would be much more preferable, I think, unless, who knows, maybe the author has something really grand in design in mind for the other scenario. But yeah, for the most part, I'm liking that more. And one more thing I wanted to talk about is just Sugimoto and Kikuta's relationship. I don't know why, but just the vibe that they give off from their little interaction, I feel like it's just very in line with, say, he was like Sugimoto's like army recruiter or something, if they even had that kind of thing back then in Japan. Yeah, just the way that they were talking to each other with a very nice tone. It gives off like he was the guy who Sugimoto first met when he was recruited into the army, or when he drafted into the army, or something like that. So I'm looking forward to the reveal there, as I said earlier. But with that all being said and done, let's jump into the episode and find out what happens next. Super excited, so I'm pressing play now in 3, 2, 1. All right, we got horses. Oh, Sophia. That's giving me. Does Tsukishima still have the bro? Yeah, he still has the sack. Oh, whoa! Wait, they're not even trying to make a big deal out of it. It's almost like we were supposed to know that. Sophia straight up. Oh no, it's not her! They duped me! Oh, what's going on? Why did she just fall like that? It's like a fencing reaction almost. Yeah, I knew she had her men with her too, because whoever shot Koito's horse was not her from her angle. I was wrong! What? I changed it at the last minute just to be wrong. Oh! Well, it looks like they're all pretty much close to each other anyways. Oh, shoot, they all got their hands on her now. What happened to her? Why did she just went numb?
赤穂監獄から我々を追ってここまで来たのか。アシリパを追ってきたのもあるが、相当な恨みを持っている。目を覚ます前に殺しましょうか。いや、捕虜にして情報を。Oh my gosh,
unpredictable as always. So, Asiripa and Sophia have been apprehended by 7. Okay, pinky bone. That's right. That's what this one was called. So this is a big deal because Tsurumi keeps the pinky bones of his kids, wife, I think, too. His men. Oh, there's Botaro dead. Let's see how Sugimoto reacts. Is he gonna be callous because he betrayed them? Is that a gas or does Shiriishi just not know how to drive? Oh? Oh? Wait, was that Botaro's body? Oh my god. Oh wow, they just completely glossed over Sugimoto, realizing he's dead. I feel like that was like anime abruptness. I feel like in the manga he probably did react to at some point. Oh, Shiriishi gonna tell him? You're not gonna tell him about the Ainu thing? That's a good analysis of his character, really. He was really heartbroken over his own family. And that was kind of just his escape. Escape King! Oh my gosh, he's the real Escape King. Spiritual standpoint.
追跡者を排除するまでここには戻ってくるな。帝政ロシア相手に戦ってきたゲリラだ。決して侮るな。
And he's got Sophia and Asiripa. This is kind of already a set stage for a climax. That tells him all he needs to know, really. He's leaking!
徒歩の4名が合流地点についてます。馬で分かれた3名はとっくについていてもおかしくないはずだが。手分けして探す。小糸少尉殿はここに残ってください。
Alright, kind of got another. This is Golden Kamuy storytelling. It's like it sets up like these matches, like in like a. I don't even know how to describe it. Like a tactical video game or FPS game. This is like setting up another map for there to be a shootout and stuff. Like a battle royale too. We got the Sophia's men, got 7th Division, Ichikata's group, I guess chased them far enough. Oh, Koito's alone with Tsurumi! This is... Oh wait, no he's not. That was just a flashback. He's kind of alone with them, but he's not gonna be in super close quarters? I thought he told him to stay back. Yeah, what is going on? These two? This is kind of hilarious how, like, they've gone like a... they've, what is it? Well, I'm forgetting the name of those, the two comedians. Really old-timey ones. It's like, yeah, but I never expected them to be like bumbling about like a duo, nervous in their interactions with Tsurumi. The art is looking a decent amount more detailed in the faces. So it's crazy too, just in terms of characterization, how much they both doubt Tsurumi already. Oh, have we ever seen a scene even ourselves with Tsurumi? Like literally just by himself to like voice some of his thoughts. Yeah, look how detailed these faces are comparatively. Oh, well, he's not alone anymore. Look at this very fitting set. The chair and the cross. Yeah, the pacing was kind of fast. Like, I would not have expected these guys to have caught up with them without even being noticed. Like, are we still even in the range of the sniper battle as well? Or are we long past that? Where's Botaro's body? Is it still... Are they still freaking weekend at Bernie's? Oh, Botaro's body wasn't included just now. I'm still very confused on how Sophia just fell down. Is she conscious right now? Oh, this is the key visual. His pose in the key visual. They're all she's Miss Hood, Mr. Hood now.
これは外すけれど大きな声を出してはいけないよ。 手荒いことはしたくない。これでよし。鉢巻きが似合う勇ましいアイヌの愛娘だ。カラフトでは話足りなかったよ。アシリパー、そして
Golden
ソフ
Hand.
ィア・ゴールデンハンド。
Wait, is that her actual
黄
name?
金の手。
The freaking James
いいよう
Bond
だな。
last
民
name.
衆にとっては痛快な義足の輝く黄金の手だが、一方では革命のためにたくさんの人間を犠牲にしてきた呪わ
Wow,
れた
this episode might be a whole dialogue episode. Lore
あんた
drops.
とはいつかまた必ず会えるような気がしていた。お前誰だ？無理もないか。
Oh, that's right! Oh my god, I didn't even do the connection. Their shared backstory.
私を思い出せるか？
Oh my gosh, my heart just dropped.
私の家族のことも忘れてしまった
No, it's haunted her her whole life, pretty
あいにく
much.
写真もすべてあの日燃やしてしまってね。
Oh my god, how did I not make the
彼女
connect?
たちが生きていた証となるものは
They.
この指の骨だけだ。娘のオリガと妻のフィーナ。長谷川さん、覚えていてくれてありがとう。
Oh, that's right. That's why he leaked right when he saw the photo.
ロシアで撮った写真。
鶴見中尉殿に妻と娘が。
Oh, what is Tsukishima feeling? Oh, why is he so mad?
我々はヒロラン家の遺品から赤穂監獄のソフィアとやり取りした手紙を入手している。私の知っていることとソフィアが手紙で知ったことすり合わせてアシリパに全部
Okay, okay. He's been aware of Kiroranke for the longest time though, so
どうしてウイルクは殺され
this kind of reunion, so to speak, isn't from his perspective isn't too big a deal.
私たちで取り除いて
Wow, look at this summit meeting. We're really in the end game, but I'm glad we're not quite at the halfway point yet. It means we have a decent amount of episodes left. 1897. Oh, look at him in his original Chad base form. Before he went psycho helmet.
意味を知っているか。
極東を支配せ
Oh, Tsukishima is involved, so
ロ
this
シア
is
極
maybe
東
gonna
唯一の
reveal
凍らない
why he
港。
was so mad.
一年中使える軍港、日本にとっても重要戦略地点であり、戦争になればウラジオストクの占領は必要不可欠であると中央には強く言っている。
Не знаете, японца по фамилии
Oh,
Хасенава. 6 лет назад он куда-то
there's none other than me.
Извините, помедленнее,
He's still
пожалуйста.
learning Russian?
отлупал его жены и дочки.
Oh, dang, so Tsukishima went back to here with him. Oh, he didn't know. He just learned of Hasegawa here at this point in time, but he never found out that it was Tsurumi, I'm guessing. And so back in the present time when they just mentioned the
本能寺が言ってい
name,
た名前だ。
he just made the connect just
本能寺は
now.
こんなところで
That's why he's
写真
mad.
館。
But
ここ
there
に
still
は
needs to be a
何
reason
千
for
人
the
も在留邦
madness.
人がいる。日本人街から離れて店を開く変わり者がいた。
成功。確か鶴見
お
少尉殿の母君の旧姓も
Oh, it's just a coincidence.
新潟の墓参りにお供した時に
記憶力がいいな、月島。新潟にはよくある名字だ。
Just a coincidence.
あの長谷川は鶴見中尉のことだったのか。
約50年前、一部の過激なアイヌたちは砂金を集めて何を企んでいたのか。彼らは帝政ロシアの海軍大佐から軍艦や武器弾薬を横流しさせて放棄を計画していたのだ。中央から遠く離れた軍人が好き放題やるのはどこの国も同じだな。しかし取引寸前になってロシア軍艦がウラジオストク沖で客船と衝突し、取引に関わる全員が海に消えてしまった。アイヌの近海は使い道を失い、宙に浮いた状態になったはずだ。アシュリパの父ウイルク、その近海の行方を追って北海道へ来た。言ってみればそれが全ての始まり。
Wow, here we go, everybody.
日本語を教えてもらったロシアの写真館の人、鶴見中尉だったってことなの。
Yeah, she's still freaking out, probably.
あの日、秘密警察の目的は私だけだった。だが妻があの手配書を拾わなければ戻ってこなかった。もっと言えば、あなたたちがあの写真館を選んでいなければ、妻と娘は
Why? So the police were looking for him because he was secret agent for, what was the motive again? Or what was his objective? Oh, this is why Sugishima's mad? He's found out, he's realizing that's not true? Revenge? Oh. Oh, his hand's pretty veiny. He's actually mad?
北海道で何が起きたのか書かれていたんだろう。ティーナとオリガの犠牲の上にあなたたちは。
I wouldn't really like that as his motivation as the main villain though. Doesn't seems kind of a ridiculous petty reason.
ソフィア、再会してから話すべきかもしれない。
I like Hiroranke being relevant still. Long after his death.
伝えておく。 北海道に渡ってからウイルクとは別れ、アイヌたちの
Oh, they showed Ogats in the background. It just makes me suspicious that he read this letter behind his back.
よりアイヌの生活に馴染むため結婚し、娘が生まれた。
So the wedding was part of his espionage plan? Look at that face of resentment. The double agent could not play his role to the end.
数年後、ある噂が立った。放送で死んだと思われてたじいさんが偶然見つかった。山の中にたった一人で暮
Oh,
らしていた。
who's this?
キムシプという老人だね。同じ頃に我々もその情報を手に入れた。ロシアから武器を買おうとしたアイヌの一人。埋蔵金のありかを知る人物だ。このじいさんが目撃されたことで事態は大きく動いた。
ねえ、おんねくる。となん借りた。今回にネイターンや。NI カプハウェ。エカコパ。アコラムコロは。アイエレロ。あの回アラオニューモシバ。年会キムシプ。アムキリウタラ。
I'm trying to see which one's Ariko's dad, but there's so much going on. Oh, it's that guy. He looks like he has the same face. Is Kiyoranke not part of this group? I don't see Kiyoranke. Oh, didn't let him come.
ホスキパイエはどういうつもりか説明しろ。計画は変更すべきだ。極東連邦は帝政ロシアから守るには広すぎる。海に囲まれた北海道だけを独立させた方が良いと考えを改めて。何を今さら裏切るのか。カラフトやロシア極東に住む俺の民族たちを。希望者には移住してもらう。北海道でそれぞれの民族が自分たちの神や文化を守って暮らせばいい。何を言ってるんだウィルク。
I mean, this is a pretty harsh betrayal on Wilk's behalf here. Like, he might be right, but he's kind of laying it on in such a blunt way.
あくまで移住は希望者だ。ロシアの少数民族はどうでもよくて、北海道アイヌとして生きる娘の未来を守りたいだけじゃないのか。現実的な方法を選ぶだけだ。そもそも北海道は俺たちには関係なかったの。お前は愛する家族ができて、ここが故郷になってしまったんだ。民族の生き残りをかけた戦い。愛する者への。
Okay, how does Surumi know that specific moment about them between them though? I don't think there was anything he could have found that would have let him know about this.
ロラン家西パだってそこまで怒ったのはロシアの少数民族のこともあるけどソフィアのことが好きだったから。
ソフィ
アチャはそれがよく分かっていた。だからこそキロラン家西パを遠ざけたんじゃないか。
ウイルクは俺を生かしたまま立ち去った。以前ならいずれ目的の障害となる人間は殺していたはずだ。合理的だった頃のウイルクならやはり変わってしまった。
Oh,
俺の愛していた頃の
that's interesting. That's a good story angle right there. Like, he knows that he changed. Oh, that's no, no. Are you kidding me, man? That was nothing. That was nothing. All right, let's see what the next episode is titled. The Cause of Everything. Jeez, way to be straightforward. All right, that was Golden Kamuy, episode 5 of season 5, episode 54 overall. Pinky Bone. Like I was saying before we got rudely interrupted by the episode ending before it had any right to, that was a really good story angle because it was very poetic in how Kiroranke realized Wilk wasn't the same person, not just because of the straight up dialogue we saw or witnessed of Wilk saying, yo, I have no intention to extend this plan to Russia and Karafuto. It wasn't that sealed the deal for Kiroranke, but it was when he did the act of grace and spared Kiroranke's life, which it's interesting because they made it that the thing that saved Kiroranke's life that a person ordinarily would consider a good thing is actually the bad thing. And the moment that he realized that Wilk wasn't the same, and that gave Kiroranke basically the green light to in turn betray him, which, as we know, ultimately resulted in Wilk's death with the whole season 1 to 3 that ended, culminated with the prison arc and Kiroranke teaming up with Ogata and Ogata shooting Wilk in the head. So that was good poeticism right there. In terms of the overall episode, I would say Pinky Bone didn't seem like it was too prominent, the main topic of this episode, for it to be the episode title. It was kind of relevant, but it was just kind of like the initial reveal as to Tsurumi's relationship with Sophia, which we as viewers already know, even though I kind of forgot it and didn't realize until thinking about it a little bit more. So obviously their dialogue was cut short here. It's going to continue next episode. What was the most surprising thing we did learn from their discourse here, though? We already knew Sophia. I think it was mainly just the really real true origin of the gold. So Wilk wasn't initially involved in it. He too, like the characters in the present timeline, was just somebody who heard about it and then, basically retrofit their own objectives onto that gold as a resource. So in a way, he's kind of just like us, and this is like the second coming of the story, so to speak. But the origin of the gold itself was, honestly, I was still kind of confused a bit, but I don't think the 7 Ainu, it doesn't really tell us how many Ainu were conspiring, right? We'd have the 7, but that's after the fact. But yeah, they were trying to buy weapons and stuff from the Russians, and then the ship, did it even tell us how the ship got shipwrecked? They all died. The gold sunk. Eventually, one of them ended up being revealed as a survivor of the shipwreck, I guess. Then Wilk and the 7, including Wilk, rather, found out about him still being around, and we're going to go interrogate him, I guess, threaten him. But Kiroranke was excluded because Wilk apparently was just trying to spare his feelings, but for the most part, Wilk was kind of betraying him too. And yeah, that's what we found out, I guess, so far. I'll probably clear up some of those details upon rewatch when I'm editing this reaction. Other than that, in the first half of the episode, we basically just got Sugimoto Shiraishi tailing the 7th Division to this church. It doesn't really seem like they rode away that far, they fled that far. Sugishima and Koito is like the most interesting, or not interesting, but surprising thing to me in terms of how they have apparently reached the point where they're distrusting of Tsurumi enough to eavesdrop on him and stuff. So yeah, this is honestly, I never would have saw this coming for Sugishima's character and Koito's character, even just like one season ago, when around the time when Tsukishima was willing to kill Tanigaki, when he was trying to save, what's her name? Oh my gosh, how am I forgetting her name? Inkarma? He was cutthroat then, but then he broke down after Koito intervened, basically, and he's been just like really speed running a more anxious, skeptical, distressed character in terms of his relationship to Tsurumi. Then Kikuta, basically, he just waltzed out of the limelight when Tsukishima told them to split up to look for the other missing men that they are MIA or whatever. So yeah, admittedly, this is probably the weakest episode of the season, but it's understandable because it's like a transitionary episode from the chaos that we've gotten. I am still kind of unclear on whether or not the sniper battle is still going on. They showed some glimpses of Hichigata's crew. I don't think I was able to ascertain whether or not they're completely out of that site as well. And yeah, I guess my theory about where the story was going was completely debunked in the very first couple of seconds of the episode. But yeah, all for the better, because we went straight into this like very, like I said, climactic setup where he's got the two girls held hostage in a church. He's kind of, power moving with his interrogation here. Not interrogation. He's like leading up to an interrogation, I guess, but he's calling the shots. He's the man in charge. But some of his men are not conspiring. Well, other than Kikuta, but we got Tsukishima and Koito too on the edge of betrayal themselves, I guess. Betrayal is a very big theme going on right now. And now that I think about it, with Kikuta alone, he's off screen doing his own thing. That gives him a very apt opportunity to conspire, maybe interact. Maybe he'll bump into one of the Sugimoto Hichikata's group, Ariko himself or whatever, and yeah, maybe they'll have their own. If he bumps into Sugimoto, we'll have two dialogues going on at the same time of very big lore reviews and backstories. So yeah, very exciting. Chess pieces on the board very much still, even though this was pretty much a full dialogue episode. We're excited to see what happens next. I wish we had the episodes to watch right now to marathon, but we don't. So wow, I'm excited. We will be back next week. Thanks for watching. Yeah. Wow. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Peace out.